Thank you very much for joining us today. Now, what was that like, meeting the man at the center of this crisis? What was his attitude towards what was going on in his country?
Well, the message they try to pass through is that everything is fine now. So Ortega was very calm. Ortega was very comfortable with his contradictions, even when we pointed them out. He was very comfortable with it. So I think he was trying to transmit that everything is calm now in the country, even if it's not so much.
Yeah, and also in his interview, in this interview you did with him, he was also blaming the United States for interference, he said. Can you tell us about the response also to that accusation?
Well, the States called again for elections in the country, and they threatened the country again with sanctions, which in the short term I think is useful for him, because he's using like this victimist rhetorics that he can use to maintain a little bit more, to stay in power a little bit more.
You know, and I noticed when you asked him, why don't you call for snap elections? And he said, well, it's either I stay in power or it's anarchy. So do you think moving forward he's going to be as defiant, in his behavior?
Well, I think he really believes that if he doesn't stay in power, everything is going to collapse. So this is actually the risk, because if he's not able to compromise, we are going to be in a situation like in Venezuela now, like something like in Maduro with waves of violence going up and down, and in a political dead end. So there is a very big risk of Nicaragua becoming a new Venezuela without the oil, which is important.
All right, well, thank you for that, Oscar Valero there.